Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Why does my nose feel plugged up? There's Dave Cackley.
Oh, you've got allergies
I don't know what it is. It's weird.
or a cold or
I
the
don't think I
flu
have a
or
cold.
something.
No, weird. Anyway, welcome to Monday. Dave had a busy weekend cleaning his ex's house. How'd that go?
I didn't.
You
No,
did.
Max did it before we left on Friday.
Yeah.
Made sure he cleaned his room. He cleaned it, and I said, "Not good enough. You got to get all the. I don't have this. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine. You got to pick that shit up underneath your desk. Okay, well, get that. The bathroom was good. He did a really good job with the bathroom. And then we're about to leave, and there's cat shit uh, going into the because there's a downstairs bathroom that only the cats use because that's where like their litter box is. And one of the fat cats got lazy and just took a dump like right in. I go, Max, you got to clean that up. I'm not touching it. Mom says you got to wait for it to dry
Oh.
before you pick it up. I go, dude, just I was like, so we went back and forth because I sure as hell wasn't going to clean it up. I'm not touching cat feces, period. Even if it's with, I won't do it. And he's like, so, okay, Mom sees that's on you.
And
So that's how we left it. And we didn't even she didn't say anything about it when we got back on because he came back on Saturday night because I just got him. He has two gym memberships now, one at the place in Caledonia and another one at Planet Fitness. So he went back with a buddy of his to work out for like an hour and a half Saturday night. So I was like, okay, good for you. That's cool. And you roll your what a stupid ass. Your kid's getting healthy and not married to video games 24/7. Oh, come on, man. Like, dude, good for you. You worked out on a Saturday night in 8th grade. I wasn't doing that.
yeah. Oh, that's great.
Hey, we could both learn from that, So yeah, it was a good parenting
Good for you.
weekend.
Good for you.
Seriously, what are you laughing at or mocking? It doesn't make sense to me.
Nothing.
Is it leaving the cat shit there for Alexa on her birthday? Which again, that's on him, not me.
Nothing at all, man. Ooh, I spilled a little coffee.
Yeah. And I got to applaud you right now, even though I know it's not going to last. I'm going to applaud you.
Okay, 4.
You haven't said it yet. You haven't talked about
Oh,
it
the
yet.
time change?
There you go.
Yeah, that sucks. No AFV last night. That sucks. But I'm working on this life of being a minimalist. Look around me. You can see. It's all scripted.
Yeah, you don't have too much shit.
What is it with you with bad words today? What are you just Mr.
What are you
Foul
talking about? I've said shit twice. It's a PG word.
No,
now 3 times.
You've been swearing nonstop for 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's not true.
Watch the language there, mister.
Well, I haven't said anything that hasn't been said on
I'm just saying.
broadcast networks for the last 5 years.
And broadcast can't say that. Cable can, but broadcast cannot.
The broadcast cable networks. It's still a broadcast.
No,
this is not a broadcast. So,
not according to the FCC. Trust me, I know these things.
This is what I say to the FCC.
Of course you do. Wow, you're such a rebel. Wow, go Dave. Go. Okay. So anyway, Here we are on a Monday. It is the day after the Oscar Awards, which I'm assuming you watch none of.
Oh yeah, that'll be my number 2 story.
Okay, well I'll look forward. I'll look forward to. So far, all I've seen is John Cena naked and a reading of Twins. So I don't know much more than
So, well, I'll get you caught up. It's
all
really
right.
quick.
I'm ready to go. Let's get caught up.
All right. Let's get into it. Could be a rough day on Wall Street. Asian stocks open mostly lower in early morning trading. The Dow dropped 0.2% on Friday, but is still close to 39,000 to 38,722. The NASDAQ slid 1.2% to 16,085. Still don't know what any of those numbers mean.
Nope. Me neither.
Math, numbers, it's
hard.
It's a lost cause.
Numbers is hard.
Yep. Moving on. The Academy Awards took place in Hollywood last
Dun,
night.
dun,
Didn't
dun,
watch
dun,
it.
dun, dun, dun,
Didn't
dun,
see any of the
dun,
movies.
dun.
Oppenheimer. Jesus Christmas.
I told you something's wrong with you today.
Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Pretty much won everything.
Yep.
So that's your Oscars recap. No need to watch 3.5 hours of that.
Have you seen that yet?
No, that is
I've
the
not.
one movie I'm actually interested in seeing. Didn't care about any of them. I'm a 51-year-old man, so I'm not going to go see Barbie. Although I've heard good things.
I tried.
It's one of those things where
I
everybody
tried.
tells me you got to see it, and I'm like, I probably don't. And
I thought it was a lot more avant-garde than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was a lot more stylized and hipster kind of feel. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Tell you what we watched over the weekend again, got back into again. This is something you really should see because it's fantastic.
Good.
It's called Afterlife on Netflix with Ricky Gervais.
Oh, yeah.
It's a remarkably well done series.
And I like Gervais.
It's another side of Ricky Gervais with plenty of Ricky Gervais.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful story. Really, really, really human and worth watching. And you still haven't seen Kunk on Earth. So,
no, I did. I did. I
did?
saw the first. I told you we had a discussion on the first episode.
Okay.
I said I thought it was really good. I liked her deadpan. That one wart or mole thing was a little distracting.
Oh, that's right.
But it's real. But it's good. But it's funny. It's good.
She's in Afterlife too.
It's a really if you're a fan of dry, it's dry.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of dry, so it's up my. Kunk on Earth isn't something for everybody. It just isn't.
Yeah. Well, you should watch.
But it's good.
You should watch Afterlife. You really should.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I watched that surprised me? I'd had it on DVR because I find him interesting as an athlete and as an individual, even though I'm not a fan of the sport, tennis. McEnroe. The documentary on John McEnroe.
I haven't seen it.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I have a vague memory because my dad was really kind of into tennis.
Yeah.
And so I was forced to watch Wimbledon when I was a kid.
Oh.
And I remember him going against Bjorn Borg and the styles. I just remember thinking, God, Bjorn Borg, that dude is cool. That dude is cool. And I thought John McEnroe was kind of a whiny, bitchy little guy. But I developed more of an appreciation for McEnroe and actually for Borg and the whole era. It was just this is my thing with documentaries when they're really, really well done. It doesn't matter what the topic is. It doesn't matter.
They make them interesting.
You can get into it. You can get into it if it's really well done. And this was so well done. You got to know, McEnroe's family, how he grew up, and then he had his marriage to Tatum O'Neal, which hit the skids, and then he hooks up with Patty Smythe, rocker Patty Smythe, and then has another family, and it was really, really interesting.
Yeah,
it was really, really good. It was well worth and it wasn't too long. It was like an hour 47.
Okay.
Any documentary, you don't want that. You don't want anything to go longer than 2 hours anyway. Yeah. Typically. So it was really, really good.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. There you go.
You don't want things to go 2 hours like your description of the John McEnroe documentary. Just making sure.
Okay, Andy, you and the FCC.
Okay,
I'm giving you
perfect.
both these.
All right, good.
All right. Finally, graduation rates. I almost mispronounced graduation.
No, you didn't almost.
You can't ding me. No, I didn't. I said graduation rates are back up in the state of Michigan following a multi-year drop. 81.77% of four-year students graduated last year. That's the second highest in history, just behind the 82.67% in 2020. That's still low, especially now. All you got to do is show up. Nobody's holding anybody back or flunking them for fear of crushing their spirit. If you can't graduate high school at this point, you're going to have to be cared for by the state because you can't do anything. I mean, we got into this, I think, last week where people weren't fit enough for military service.
Yeah.
Because mentally or physically, how many young people can, I mean, if you can't graduate at this point, when you don't, and you barely even have to show up, they're gonna push you through unless, I mean, you've got to be trying not to graduate to not graduate. And the fact that nearly 20% of four-year students still try not to graduate is pitiful. It really is.
Wow.
There you go.
Amazing.
Would you, doesn't that seem high to you? Doesn't the fact that 20%,
I
doesn't that seem high?
am literally sitting here in awe of watching you transform into the grumpiest old fart on earth right before my eyes.
What are you talking about? I was talking about how much I love the McEnroe documentary, how much I'm looking forward to seeing Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And what a good parenting weekend I had. The whole one day I had to parent.
It's amazing. It's just amazing.
In what way am I a curmudgeon or I'm an up with people?
You are. Absolutely.
What? It's just, I'm just stunned at how dumb young people are.
There we go.
And how much they don't try, and how much they don't give a shit, and how entitled and self-absorbed, and some are okay.
Woo.
There you go.
All right.
Sports. Both Michigan and Michigan State go down on Sunday. Sparty battles back from 17 down, takes a 7-point lead, and blows that in the second half to Indiana, 65-64. Still projected to make it into the tournament. Probably going to have to win one game in the Big Ten tournament coming up this week. Michigan will face, who does Michigan play on Wednesday?
Probably going to be.
It doesn't matter. They're going to lose. It doesn't matter. They're going to lose. Michigan State takes on Minnesota Thursday at noon. Michigan, their 23rd school record, 23rd loss of the season. They fall to Nebraska, 85-70. People are still hungover from their national championship in football. So if Michigan was going to have a really super shitty year in hoops, this is the year to do it. But unfortunately for Michigan fans, they're still going to hang on to Juwan Howard for another year. So good luck with that. So
okay.
That's sports.
Wow. What a show today. Amazing.
It is. I am impressed, not just with my up with people attitude, the shitting on Gen Z notwithstanding, that's just par for the course. But the fact that I've blown through all this and it's only 8:43.
Look at you.
We're like 13, 14 minutes into this, and we're already to Jeopardy.
Stunning.
What can I say? It is,
dude. Amazing.
I think part of it is because you're still tired from the time change that everybody's going to complain about for the next 3 months, because that whole hour that you can't seem to get over.
Oh, okay. Are you ready for Jeopardy?
It feels like it's 7:43 and not 8:43. I can't deal with it.
You don't even realize how you've hung yourself, do you?
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, all right, good. Surviving Prohibition is the answer today for 200. Surviving Prohibition, something you could.
By the way, this has rum in it.
Go figure. Many breweries tried making this rhyming product, like Schlitz Famo, less than 5% alcohol content, 0.5% alcohol content.
Like, tried to make this Schlitz Famo? What the hell is Famo? That was the worst description. I couldn't even follow that. And I'm awake. Could you repeat the question, please? Because you kind of ran through it. Yeah, dude, you stumbled over it, and I was distracted by your stumbling. Yes, you did. Something Schlitz. This was rhyming. This was some sort of rhyming beverage, is what I got out of this. Yeah.
You don't need a repeat. You got everything you need.
I do, though. And we got time because we went quickly.
Were you just the one going on and on about how Gen Z needs a crutch? And
no, I said
can't
Gen
make it through life without help.
I just said it's a. You weren't listening at all.
I was listening.
You're a lost cause if you can't graduate high school.
See?
I said you're a lost cause if you can't graduate high school because you have to try.
Well, then you went into a tirade about Gen Z and how helpless they are, and they should be warned to the state. And then you prove that you can't even pay attention to a question. So
I can't pay attention, but you. No, I need you to restate the question because you stumbled through it and I couldn't
Nope, I'm
understand it,
sorry, I
nor could
can't
the
do that,
listeners.
Dave. I'd like to be able to. I'd like to be able to give you that crutch. I'd like to be able to enable you
I
more.
don't need the crutch. It's not a
You
crutch. It's
need.
just
Oh,
needing you to
you
repeat
need.
a
You
question.
need and
Just need.
need and need and need. You are like, what about Bob? You need. You need. You need.
No, see, you even got that line wrong. It's gimme, gimme, gimme. I need, which is true.
Okay. So what's the
But
answer?
just okay. So
Keep in
I
mind
need
the
you to
answer
repeat the
probably
question, please.
rhymes.
I know the answer. So it rhymes with Schlitz. It must rhyme with Schlitz
It might.
because it should. I don't know what the answer is.
Okay. The answer is near beer.
See, that
'Cause
doesn't rhyme with Schlitz.
one would think the word Schlitz maybe made beer, and then you're thinking
Near beer.
prohibition.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Then near
Yeah.
beer. See,
Okay, but you didn't. But again, you stumbled through the question.
I did
I'm
nothing
giving
else.
myself a mulligan. You can downgrade me on that one. I will take the L. But I'm giving myself a mulligan on that because you stumbled
You
through
do
the
that.
question. So
You do that.
I will.
Okay.
I'm going to give myself a hug.
That was a wonderful hug. All right. Have yourself a great Monday, and I will look
You too.
forward some sort to seeing you here tomorrow.
See ya.